Hi Navin here. Last class we are discussed about the what is a foreign investment, home country and host country, right? Yeah. Today's class we are going to speak you regarding foreign trade and integration of markets. So we can talk about first India's history. Afterwards we can come to know what is the foreign trade and integration market. You may have studied in history that in the 1453 Ottoman Turks has conquered the Constantinople, so they have to search a new sea route to the Asian continent, right? And they have started the new sea route. Why? The major thing is India was very familiar for its rich heritage of spices, cotton and all those things. Means at that time also the trade was linked between the two countries. Absolutely, you are correct. It was a link between the two countries, and in the year of the 1498, Vasco da Gama came into India, and afterwards, you know what happened in history. For a long time, foreign trade has been the main channel for connecting the countries. When we are saying the connect between the two countries, means it was none other than the trade was there. Only trade was connecting means here you can say, sir, it's only with their purpose trade. No, when they are doing the trade, automatically their culture, heritage and all those transformations will be happening, right? So the you may have read about the trade routes connecting India and South Asia to markets. Both east and west extensive trade that took place along with the roads. And also you had remembered that it was trading interests which has attract various trading companies. You may have heard the East India Company. What is then the basic function of foreign trade? It's very simple, the basic operation, which creates opportunity for producer. So foreign trade creates an opportunity for producers to reach beyond domestic markets. What's the domestic market? For India, if I am growing ragi in my native, that is the domestic product. I have to reach foreign with through the many materials of ragi flours or the ragi's biscuit, many things we can still write. So that foreign trade which creates an opportunity for producers to reach beyond domestic markets, that means markets for their own countries. Producer can sell their produce not only in markets located within the country, but also can compete in the markets located in the other countries of the world. Similarly, for the buyer, import the goods produced in other countries, one way of expanding choice of goods beyond its domestically produced. In general, I can say that with the opening trade, what are the goods travel from the market to another, choice of goods in the market rises. That price are similarly goods in two markets tend to become equal, and producer in two countries know closely compare against which is even there are separated by thousands of miles. Foreign trade thus the result in the connecting the markets or integration of market in different countries. You can see in this picture regarding, we can say, small traders of ready-made garments facing stiff competition from both MSC brands and imports. Okay, so here you may have seen the pictures, the gifts and toys, the impressions, stationeries, toys and games, sports and Korea. Let's see the effective of foreign trade through the example of Chinese toys on the Indian market. So when I am saying the Indian Chinese toys, all has been taken. We know that in India the famous toys will be produced in Karnataka, that is Channapatna. Compared to Channapatna, what is the good in Chinese toys? Yeah, it will be cheaper rate, one thing, and which has made with the plastic. That all those things I am going to tell here. Chinese manufacturers learn an opportunity to export toys to India, where toys are sold at higher price. They start to exporting plastic toys to India. Buyers in India now have the options to choose between Indian and Chinese toy, because already I said what are the Channapatna toys were they, that is were the wooden toys, okay, and it was making finishing and all. It takes a higher amount compared to the Chinese made. And Chinese made toys, what are they? They are the cheaper in price and the new designs were there. Chinese toys are new designs. Chinese toys become more popular in the Indian markets within a year. 70 to 80% of toy shops have replaced Indian toys with Chinese toys. Toys are now cheaper in Indian market than earlier. What is happening here? As a result of trade, Chinese toys come to Indian markets. In the competition between India and China toys, Chinese toys prove better. Indian buyers have greater choice of buy at lower price. For the Chinese toy makers, this provides an opportunity to expand their business. The opposite is true for Indian toy maker. They face losses as their toys are selling much less. So now we can come into the chapters of the main chapter, the globalization. You may have seen here the whole world. Last previous classes I was telling that Vasudeva Kutumbakam I was telling, right? So all world is a one family. So this is a globe one man. Globalization is fun. Be careful that our world you are playing with somebody. Someday you will have play the prize. So that is what is a globalization we can discuss here. In the first 2 or 3 decades, we can go back the 2 or 3 decades, more and more MNC have been looking for location world which would be very cheapest. The MNC is what we are saying that has they are looking for the countries where we can start our business, where we are getting labor with very less and resources with a very cheaper rate. Foreign investment by MNCs. These already I said that home country and host country will be the. So host country is the country which is making of the hosting the business. Okay, that is, and home country is the motherland we can tell here. So there will be a difference in the home and host countries. So at the same time, foreign trade between countries has become rising rapidly. A large part of the foreign trade also controlled by MNCs, multinational companies. For instance, the car manufacturing plant from the Ford Motors, that is in India, not only produce a car for Indian markets. The Ford Motors of the India has this made that it is not only for the produce the car for the purpose of Indian market. It also exports the cars for developing countries and export cars components for its many factories around the world. Likewise, activities of most MNC involve substantial trade in goods and also services. Here not only for they are offering the goods, it is offering for service also. The result of greater foreign investment and greater foreign trade has been greater integration of production and market across the country. We can say that is the process of rapid integration or interconnection between countries, the globalization. Globalization is this process of rapid integration or interconnection between the countries. MNC are playing major role in the globalization process, which is making more and more goods and services, investment and technology are moving between countries. Most region of the world is closer contact than a few decades back. We are saying that is the countries are which become the easier, means which become the very near. Besides the movement of goods, service, investment and technology, there is one more way which is country can be connected. This is through the movement of people between the countries. People usually move from one country to the another country in search of better income, not only better jobs or better education. In the first few decades, however, there was not been much increase in the movement of people between the countries due to various restrictions. See here we have seen a great improvements in transportation. What are you are seeing here? This one is differently from the this what are the transportation. In the next class I am going to deal you regarding the factors that have enabled the globalization. Up to there, stay tuned to GJS. Thank you for watching video. Have a great day ahead.